And we are back from the studio. And first of all, I want to thank our sponsors, Xpil, Wilhelm, Koivulan Lakrisi, and ST Hockey. And here with me, I have Taimo. And earlier we saw a matchup in group number 1. The first game ended with an overtime win for Visu Gaming, but in game number 2, Arctic completely demolished Visu Gaming with 7-1.
Yeah, it seemed like Arctic kind of hit them with an avalanche of goals, I guess you could say, as they came out on top of that one 7-1.
And now we're going to look at another matchup. It's going to be WannaCry against Reality Check. Reality Check, they're in the top of the standings. And together with Herlev, they have the same points. Herlev played today, and now they have the same amount of points. And one thing that stands out between these two teams, we have a Reality Check with a really good goal differential, 52 goals scored, 23 goals allowed, or goals against. And WannaCry, they have scored 29 goals and they have let in 39 goals.
Yeah, I mean, that's obviously a very impressive differential there. I think we're going to see, I don't know, maybe Reality Check is going to give WannaCry a reality check, and then WannaCry is going to want to cry after this one, because it's not looking good.
Yeah, and also we have a late player change here. It was supposed to be a Jimmy Sebastian that was going to play the left wing for WannaCry, but he was stuck in traffic. So instead, it's going to be Nicky's underline 89 that will replace him. Nicky's will actually play left wing, and he's played some games before this season, but then he played as a righty. How do you think that will affect him when he has to play forward and not a defenseman like he was before? And he also used to be a goalie.
I mean, it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. Definitely not what you want to see from WannaCry's perspective, already being the team that's rated 12th in this second group, and Reality Check is tied for number 1. So you definitely don't want to see your left wing sitting out due to whatever reason it is. But we'll only know once we get into this game. So,
and then we're looking at Reality Check's lineup. They have in net Finsere that played last season in Elite with the Kova Esports, and then left defenseman Jespero, right defenseman Kim Yuan. Kim Yuan is the second highest scoring defenseman in the league. So far he put up 21 points. And left winger, they have Tunkalilja that used to play last season in Elite as well. He used to play for Northern Ascendancy. And center we have Pro Arska, and right wing we have Pursutti. Then if we move over to WannaCry, we have Kosti in net, Dest Eagle as the left defenseman. We will refer to him as Eagle. And then we have Krisu Rottis, or Krisu, that we will call him the right defenseman. And then, like we mentioned earlier, Nick is left winger. Center, we have the captain, Hifk Fani, and we will just call him Hifk. And then right wing, we have Timokyo. What do you have to say about these two lineups, Taimo?
If I'm going to pick anyone who stands out for me, it's going to be Pro Askra, as he has 20 goals, tied for second in the Pro division. So that's going to be a player to look out for. He's their center on Reality Check. It's going to be an interesting game to see how that pans out. He's got a 53.4% face-off percentage comparing to 46.9, so a bit of a nod there to Reality Check. I do think that Reality Check is probably going to come out on top in this series, but you never know because it's hockey and anything can happen.
Yeah, potentially we might have a really one-sided series, but you never know, like you said. And now we have head-to-head the center matchup between Hifkfani and Pro Arska, and we can see that Artu Arnio put up a lot more points, but that's kind of obvious when you're playing in a top team compared to a team further down in the standings. Something that stands out for me is the amount of goals. Hifkfani so far put up 4 goals and 20 goals for Pro Arska.
Yeah, that's definitely quite the difference there. And then assists are very close, but a bit of a couple games more played for Proaska. So that's, in his advantage, obviously. But like we said, this is a big differential in terms of teams here. So we'll see how it all goes. But definitely the center matchup nod goes to Proaska.
And we are moving over to the wingers. That is going to look like this for Reality Check. We have Tunkalilja and Pursutti, and for WannaCry, we have Nikis and Timokio. And like we mentioned there, Nikis, he used to play defenseman earlier this season, and now he's playing instead of Jim Sebastian. How much do you think that will affect the team that they have to put in another player on such a short notice?
I don't think it's a good thing. Definitely not. It could inject something interesting into their lineup. It is a little bit different, so you never know. Maybe it will spark something for their team, as it's not the norm. But I think going into this one, they probably would have been more comfortable with their regular left winger. But this is the way it goes. This is the way the cookie crumbles.
And the defensive matchup is looking like this. Or as you can see there in the graphics, it's mixed up. Obviously, it's supposed to be the yellow colors together with the reality check players, but at least we have for reality check we have Jesparo and Kim Johan, and for WannaCry we have Dest Eagle and Chrysourottis. Like we mentioned earlier, a lot of points for Kim Johan, his second highest scoring defenseman so far. He put up 21 points in this season for reality check.
Yeah, 21 points for a defenseman is definitely a lot. And you like to see your defense being able to, get in on the play and get in on the scoring opportunities. It definitely makes your team a little bit more diverse in terms of their scoring opportunities. And that keeps other teams guessing.
That's something that I mentioned in early broadcast, not like in NHL Gamer broadcast, but in when I've done commentaries in the commentary in the past. I feel like some of the teams that are lower down in the standings, they usually have those defensemen that are playing pretty simple, playing without that much risk. But in the really good teams, you have those defensemen that can put up a lot of points.
Agreed. And then you also have the opportunity for, when you do step up as a defenseman on a team that has a lot of experience, that someone's going to be back for you in order to cover your position. And that really helps a team utilize their cycle and just create some really diverse of chances.
And also, I want to mention one thing about Jesparo. He used to be, or he's still a good player in 1v1 too, but he used to be top 8 in Finland in 1v1. That pretty much tells us that he has a lot of individual skill.
And most certainly. And then Dest Eagle, I'm noticing he has 55 hits. We kind of talked about the physicality side of things in the last matchup, and you are seeing between a couple defensemen here on different sides that they've got some physicality to their game. So it should be interesting to see how that factors into this matchup.
And we move over to the goalie matchup between Kosti and Finserä. It's kind of interesting to see that Kosti has more shutouts than compared to Finserä.
Yeah, especially with that save percentage. I mean, an 84.7 is in this game is a really, really great save percentage. And with only one shutout, that means that he's very consistent with the save percentage. But you noted before we got into this that, 52 goals for and 23 goals against, that's quite the goal differential. They're obviously doing something right on the defensive side of things and the offensive side of things.
And like we mentioned, that they have two players with the elite experience recently in reality check. Finser that we see now here. He used to play for Kova Esports last season, and also Tunkalilia. He used to play for Northern Ascendancy. And what type of game do you think that we will see here? Will we see maybe a defensive-minded WannaCry that will rely mainly on counterattacks, maybe?
Perhaps. I think it's going to be hard to say until we actually see what reality check is going to bring to the table. Who knows? They might just roll over WannaCry and make them wanna cry.
Yeah, because that's something you said earlier. Hopefully, we will see a game that isn't too one-sided. I'm really looking forward to see this matchup. And like we said earlier, it's not only the fact that a team can be much better, like on paper. It's we will see on the ice how this game will go.
Indeed. I'm really excited to see this nonetheless, even if there is a big differential in terms of these teams and where they sit in the standings right now. This is still the ECL Pro Division, and you know that things can be close. Whether you have a high-ranked team against a low-ranked team, it doesn't really matter.
And currently, also we have to mention, remember to fill out our survey to get a chance to win a PS5. You only have 2 more days to do so, so make sure you don't miss out on that because it's really hard to get a PS5 if you don't have one already. And also one thing that we can talk about is that if WannaCry would get some points here, they are trying. I mean, they're trying to reach the playoffs, obviously, and currently they have only 2 points up to Veco Lakers that currently has the 8th spot in the table, which means the last playoff spot.
Yeah, I think it's going to be hard for them to come out on top in this series as we do see a really strong opponent on the other side of the ice. But like you said, there is some urgency there from WannaCry, so we'll see if that plays into things for them. We'll see if it changes their game plan at all.
And also, we have to talk about the fact that reality check, they can't just underestimate their opponents. I mean, if you would do that, you're in danger, in my opinion.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, that's the same thing across all sports, but especially in hockey. I think hockey just has some certain intangibles that can, you can see it in the NHL, even in the highest leagues, that you'll have a low team come in and they can still beat a team like, say, Tampa Bay or something like that, who's a back-to-back Stanley Cup champion. You just never know with hockey. There's so many intangibles.
And also, we can talk about the thing that you mentioned a bit in the last game. Momentum plays a big part in this game.
It certainly does. Yep. Hockey is a game of momentum, and we'll see how this one goes. I'd imagine that reality check is going to come in with a lot of momentum into this one, being in the top of this second group. So I'm excited to see how this one goes.
Yeah, I'm really excited. And also, we can say that to people that just joined the stream. We have a late player change in WannaCry. They were supposed to play with Jimmy Sebastian, but it's going to be Nikis underscore 89 that will play instead of him. How, like I talked about this before, but like it's going to be different to play with another player when you were supposed to play with a winger that usually plays there.
Yeah, you have to imagine that lack of familiarity could either make things worse or maybe, like I said, maybe it gives them a bit of a spark, just something new. You never know. It could work out that way, but I would lean to the other direction.
And what type of hockey do you want to see from WannaCry? Like we mentioned before, like this could potentially be a series that's going to be a bit one-sided, but hopefully not. I mean, I want to see a tight series here.
Yeah, I think WannaCry is obviously, they're going to have to be patient. Certainly, they're going to have to be patient. They're going to have to do what they can in order to minimize giveaways. And, we saw a lot of breakaways in that last series in game 2. If you can minimize chances like that, then who knows? This could be closer than we're expecting.
Yeah, because that, like you mentioned, that's something we saw a lot of in the second game. A lot of big mistakes from Visu Gaming, and also in a situation like that, you have to be better at helping your goalie. We saw so many breakaways in that game for Arctic.
Yeah, I think WannaCry is going to have to do their best to just keep their emotions in check and try to stay on top of this game. Put the fact that they have a new winger in aside and just go out there and do what they do best.
And also, like, they have to stay out of the box because, like, special teams is a big thing, and we saw 2 very disciplined teams in the first years in the first game, and then something changed in game number 2, and they took penalties throughout the games, and there were so many penalties. I think we were close to 10 penalties in game number 2 in that series.
We had certainly gotten up there. And in terms of the special teams, we actually have 2 teams that are very strong on the power play, but you have to give the nod to Reality Check, who has a 92.31 percentage on that penalty kill. I mean, it doesn't get much better than that. So they're certainly doing something right on their special teams, even with the 44% power play. That's pretty impressive as well.
Yeah, those box play stats are really, really impressive. And like we said, it's a team with a lot of experience. They have people that have played on the highest level in ECL Elite. How much do you think it means for a team? I mean, obviously, their goal is to reach the elite division, but how much would it mean for them to have players that have played on the highest level? And now the game started. We're going right into the game, and we have WannaCry in black and green, and we have Reality Check in white and yellow. Nikis with the puck here, trying to get a puck into the middle, and a bit of a scary bounce there. High pressure here. Tunkalilia Trying to move the puck into the offensive zone, and Chrissu can start over for WannaCry. Timokio on the right side. Good patience here. Timokio. Good start here from WannaCry so far.
Yeah, I have to agree. They're doing a pretty good job of sustaining some pressure here. They didn't really get any scoring chances.
Oh, now they're giving it 2-0. And that was a very early shot. I don't know if he expected Kosti to bite on the pass there, but that was a very early shot. It was Tunkalila with the shot.
Yeah, Kosti looking very patient there, though, in net, making a big save.
That was a very special opportunity there. For a second there was 2-1-0 for Reality Check. Yes, Paro with the puck. Nice passing, Proarska. Good sauce pass, doesn't go. Or it was. But now we have a counter attack to one, maybe potential breakaway. Good pass to Timokio, and we see the flying poke check. And this one doesn't go in. A great move there from Finsere. Yes, Paro. Trying to go for the spin pass. Timokio. All the way home to Chrissu. Loses the puck over to Proarska, one of the most dangerous players in the Reality Check. Tunkalila shot from the point. Rebound, scores! It's 1-0 for Reality Check. Not the start that WannaCry wanted.
Yeah, it's hard to leave someone sitting right there in front. The defense has to do a better job of boxing that man out so that he can't get this secondary chance as he just puts that backhand in the net.
Yeah, they can't leave him that open right in front of Kosti. That can't do much on that goal. That's another goal for Proarska. That penalty is not one of the greatest penalties I've seen. And they are giving WannaCry a free chance here to get back into the game. We have the first power play of this matchup.
Yeah, WannaCry with a 20.83% power play so far on the season. So not the best results so far, but maybe they can turn this into an opportunity here.
It's Pursutti that is going to the bench, or to the box, I mean. It's going a tie-up. They're able to clear the puck out of their own zone.
Good defensive pickup there to knock that pass away.
Hifkfani, captain, and what a chance! And that's a great save by Finsere. The chance for Timokio, very close of scoring or making it 1-1 there. Eagle, looking first on this. Is behind the net, trying to go for a wrap, doesn't go. We have 8 minutes left of the first period. We had a great chance there earlier on the power play. They're back up to full strength here. Reality Check.
8 minutes left to go in this first period of play.
Kim Johan with the puck. I guess we can just call him Kim. Pursutti is trying to go for the wraparound, doesn't go. Nikis, high pressure here, and what a pass! And we have 2-0 for Reality Check, and it's Tunkalila that scores to make it 2-0 for the favorites in this matchup.
Yeah, I think this was kind of what we were expecting to see here as they get out of the box and immediately get another scoring opportunity here. That pass finding its way through into the back of the net.
Yeah, they feel really, really dangerous here, Reality Check. We talked about this going into this matchup. They have scored 52 goals before going into this matchup.
Yeah, and going into this matchup, we had the chat prediction at 96-4 in favor of Reality Check, so it seems like everybody's on the same page in this one.
Good save there by Kosti. But I feel like so far, WannaCry, they had a pretty solid power play there, and it was really close that they made it 1-1.
You're not wrong. They've had some good chances so far.
Maybe they get the chance
here.
here. Timokio with great speed. Good back check there. Almost able to get that shot off. Very great defensive job there. I think it was from Kim Yuan or Kim that catched and prevented Timokio from shooting there.
Yeah, the reality check goaltender has definitely had to make some big saves early in this game.
Oh, and there we have a goal. It's Timokio with the deflection to make it 2-1. What a high-scoring first period we can see here.
No kidding. And you know what? Those deflections are very usable this year. I think more usable than in past games. As you send a man to the front, he gets a tip on that and completely redirects it to the right side of the net.
I don't think he's using the trait Big Tipper now, but we actually talked about this, and I know that Sun and Tugi, they talked about it during an ECL Elite broadcast, that the Big Tipper is a very, very good trait. And
yeah, you see a lot of Big Tipper and in close, I find.
Arska home to Tunkulila, shot. The rebound goes out to WannaCry, Krisu, Timokio. He's trying to go for that rebound shot. Good try, but he doesn't get the bounce where he wanted to go. Persutti for reality check. Intercepted by Krisu.
Yeah, reality check doing a good job so far here of keeping their composure after going down 2-0 and then finally battling back and getting that goal to make it 2-1.
Him over to Jesparu. He's trying to find Tunkulila instead. We have an offside call with 20 seconds left to go in the first period. And for those who are new to the stream today, or like tonight, we can mention that earlier we saw 2 other games, and in the first game, Visu Gaming won against Arctic 2-1 in overtime, and in game number 2, Arctic won with 7-1 after 4 goals from Naiku. And we have another penalty with just 2 seconds left of the period. It's a boarding call, and this time it's Tunkulila that is going to the box.
All right, let's see what they can do on this power play. Like you said earlier, I think WannaCry had some good opportunities on that first power play earlier. Let's see if they can get another good chance here.
That's a really tough hit. You can see that it's a 2-minute penalty, but it didn't look like it was too far away from potentially being a 5-minute penalty.
Yeah, you know, it almost seems like the refs in this game have been a little bit lenient in terms of hits from behind. I know in my first broadcast in week 2, we had seen 3 hits from behind in a row and no 5-minute penalties. So I don't know if the refs are just holding on to their whistles or what, but at least there is a power play from that one.
And I mean, usually you might not say that a penalty in your own zone isn't like super bad to take, but in this case I felt like this was a pretty unnecessary penalty to take. I mean, just a few seconds left out of the period, you don't have to hit your opponent the way Tunkulila did there.
Yeah, no, you're not wrong. And then it doesn't seem like a good thing to start out a period on the penalty kill. So like you said, not a necessary hit there and not a necessary penalty, but we'll see how it turns out.
There we see that nice pass from Poarska over to Tunkulila. And also one thing that, like, I mean, yes, they took not the greatest penalty, but also it can be kind of hard going into the power play if the power play is divided into 2 different periods.
Yeah, it certainly doesn't help you keep momentum going, that's for sure.
And you get a face-off in the neutral zone. They will get another face-off in the neutral zone as we have an offside call. Important face-off win there for reality check, and WannaCry, they have to start over in their own zone. A lot of speed here on the Krisu. Out to Hifkfani. Into the middle to Timokio. Spins. Where's the puck? He gets the backhander off. High pressure. Hifkfani gets the puck. Down to Krisu. Krisu moves into the middle. Trying to shoot. I feel like they're doing great here in the power play, actually. Good shot.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know, with a 20.83% chance on their power play, they're doing a great job so far in this one.
Good initiative there from Eagle, driving towards the net here. Toe drag from Timokio, loses the puck, and a reality check there back to full strength. Big hit from Timokio. A good save from Kosti. Shift funny out to Nicky's on the left side. And great poke. He can still keep the puck though. Behind the net. The puck bounces up to it was Eagle or Dest Eagle. Yes, Barrow for reality check. Gonna do the same as I did earlier. Do we have any people in the chat supporting reality check? I saw some emote earlier, and wow, Krisu with a lot of speed. He's trying to pass it there to Timokio. Great back check though from Jesparo. I'm pretty sure we have people in the chat supporting both of these teams here.
Krisu looks to have a lot of speed for a defenseman. That's the second time where he's just turned on the jets and made his way up the ice.
Yeah, he was really putting his foot on the gas there. He was using the Hana up alongside the boards. It's a Finnish expression which basically means that you are skating straight, fast in a line.
I love it.
And I know that the Finnish guys they like that I said it. And Mika, he writes Hana in the chat. Finnish lessons here with Estor for Taimo.
That's right. It's not just an ECL broadcast. It's also an educational stream, folks.
Yeah, exactly. I think most of the people watching this stream are Finnish, though. But it's fun to learn new languages. Back to the game, and we have a shot from Puarska. He hits Costa in the net. Not the hardest save that he has made.
Nice save for him. He came into this game with a 76.07 save percentage, but he's looking strong so far here tonight, only letting 2 through.
And I feel like so far WannaCry, they're doing a great job. And like we said, when they had a chance in power play, they were moving the puck really well and created some good chances.
Yeah, I can't help but agree with you. I mean, for what we saw in terms of goal differential and everything, it definitely felt like this game was going to be a bit more of a blowout, but so far it's pretty tightly contested.
And, thank you for the kind words in the chat. Pekka is writing, so he's glad to hear that the best guys in the world are doing commentary. I'm not sure about that, but thank you so much for the kind words, Pekka. Shot from Kim, another save from Kosti, and there we see WannaCry chat. Fan in the chat from a Pin. I know Caesar is like emperor or something. That was hard to pronounce even for me. That I would say I'm okay at speaking a bit Finnish. That was hard for me, Mika. Great poke there. Pinpi Keisari. I don't know if that was good enough. At least I tried.
It's the effort that counts, right,
Exactly. And he's trying to shoot far side high there. The shot from Nicky's right into the glove of Finstad.
Yeah, nice glove save there.
At Tapia, I tried to pronounce the name above, like the guy that wrote before you. And I'm trying to teach Taimo some Finnish here. But I mean, Finnish is harder, and it's not my native language since I'm from Sweden, as most of you know. 4 minutes left here in the second period in game number 1 between Reality Check and WannaCry. There's high pressure here. Easy reads for Presutti into the middle, and a great save from Kosti, the shot from Tunka.
Yeah, beautiful read there by Kosti as he comes across, waiting for that one-timer opportunity.
Dude, why did I say? I saw Suit's name, but it was Krisu with the puck. I shouldn't look too much at the chat. I should focus on the game more. I mean, that's the problem that you have when you're a streamer. You're so much looking at the chat, you know.
They call it streamer brain.
Yeah, I should try to focus on one thing at once, or like one thing at a time.
Exactly.
He's managing to get through to Arska. Less than 10 seconds left here in the second period. Tunkulilja with great speed. And a shot from a bad angle. And Kosti can make another save there. And also you can say Morro Morro, which is hi. Morro Morro ex Leiko, a fan of WannaCry. We see some WannaCry emotes in the chat.
It's nice to see both teams represented in the chat here.
And
closely contested game.
Yeah, I feel like we have a pretty close game. I mean, I expected this game to maybe be a bit more one-sided, but I feel like, I mean, Reality Check, they're dangerous when they're getting into the offensive zone, but so far I'm impressed by WannaCry.
Yeah, I almost wonder if Reality Check is going to start to get a little bit frustrated here. They may have walked into this game thinking, all right, we're going to have a cakewalk here and have our way with this team, but now we're seeing something different, and you have to wonder if that's getting into the heads of the Reality Check players.
Yeah, because you have to get to work. You can't underestimate your opponents. All the teams here in ECL Pro, they're good teams. And also we can mention one more time that they had a really late player change. Jimmy Sebastian was supposed to play for WannaCry, but he's stuck in traffic, so therefore Nikis is playing. Hey, funny! I think that one hit the post. I think I heard a ping there. And
I believe you are correct.
Yeah, I think I need to turn up the in-game volume here, and we have an icing call.
Yeah, I mean, it's like I said before the broadcast started, you know, having a last-minute change like that in the lineup could either inject, you know, a little bit something different or maybe go the wrong way. But so far, it seems to have gone the right way for WannaCry.
That's a great chance for Eagle. The shot just wide.
Massive hit there, too.
Nice toe drag by Tunkalilia. He can keep the puck. Timokyo. And that one goes all the way down. That's a dangerous situation there for Finzer. Not much he can do in that situation. Puck goes into the middle. That's a chance for Hifkfani, the captain. But we have another save from Finzer.
Great job by WannaCry there to keep that puck alive and actually get another chance.
Attack here for Altachek. Pursuit with the puck over to Kim. Tunkalilia, Jespero on the point, fakes the shot. Back to Tunkalilia, down low, great play. Trying to find another pass. It was Pro Arska there on the far post.
Kosti looks really comfortable out there. He's made some really big saves and just tracking the puck really well so far.
Yeah, I agree with you. I feel like Kosti has done a really good game so far. Ooh, that's so close. Unfortunate bounce almost made its way into the net. Good pass there, good patience from Hifkfani. He's finding Nikis, but great back check also from the Reality Check player. Good speed for Pursuti.
It's starting to feel like Reality Check might have to clog up that neutral zone a little bit more as WannaCry is starting to make a lot of these stretch passes work.
Great play into the middle. And another good chance and a great save again from Kosti. And also, like Nightbot says there, remember to follow NHL Gamer on social medias such as Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, etc. A potential wraparound try. Jesper with the puck to Pro Arska. A lot of WannaCry players clogging up the middle. Kylle cross. Kylle is yes in Finnish. He said that Kosti is Alan Mies. I know Mies is man, but I think it means kinda that he's the king, but it's not. It means something else, but similar to king. Kuningas is
or maybe he's the man.
Yeah, Kuningas is king in Finnish, but I've seen the expression Alan Mies before, but I forgot the exact meaning of that word. But I agree with you. We have seen a really great performance here from Kosti in game number 1.
Yeah, especially being scored on twice early in the game, you know, to keep your composure.
Ooh, that's what super close. Nice chance there. It was Nikis on the far side. Good passing between Timokyo and Hifkfani first. Tunkalilia. Him with a shot. Another save from Kosti. Good positioning in this game from Kosti with another save. I would like to see the stats soon, or like the shots. Hopefully we can see a timeout soon so we can see how many saves he has so far.
Definitely a good game from him so far, and padding those stats here in this third period, sorry.
Maybe counterattack here. Krisu can't get the puck down low. Nickis is first on this puck. High pressure here from Kim.
WannaCry struggling.
Yes, but a shot from the point. Krisu, we can see that Timokio is cherry-picking a bit, and maybe he can get a breakaway. So close. Good interception there from Jesparo. We have seen throughout this game that he's ready to skate fast to get those potential breakaways. Timokio here, the right winger in WannaCry. Ego up to Nickis, and we have an offside call. Maybe the timeout will come here. I guess it will. Yeah, there we have it, and we have 11-7 in shots so far in favor of Reality Check, which means 9 saves so far for Kosti.
Definitely seeing a lot more shots in this matchup than in our last one.
Exactly, and almost looked like that one hit the post. That was not the hardest shot I've seen. And now we have another good play by Reality Check, some fast passing. But we still have only 2-1 lead for Reality Check. A Reality Check that scored a lot of goals this season. Before going into this series, they scored 52 goals.
Yeah, you know, you see them with 52 goals before this game coming in, now with 54. And you would have expected maybe they put up a little bit more against a team like WannaCry, but WannaCry is doing their best out there, and they're looking really good. But we have Reality Check about to go on a power play.
Yeah, it's not the greatest penalty there. I mean, of course, they have to do their best to get the puck. And that slashing from Nick is going to make it super hard here for WannaCry. They have to score a goal in box play if they're going to tie this game.
Yeah, you certainly don't want to be down a man for the remainder of the period, but that's what we're going to see here.
And another save. It's Tunke that is trying to score on the glove side on Kosti.
This game could be a lot different if it weren't for Kosti in net, because he's made some big damn saves so far.
And Nicky writes in the chat, "Raita paita," which is a slang word for referee. He's not satisfied with that pen. Good passing.
Beautiful defensive play to knock that one away.
Yeah, that was from the captain, Hifkfani. Kim, 50 seconds left of the game. Yes, Baro. I mean, they don't have to shoot now. They can just hold on to the puck here to prevent WannaCry from equalizing this game. Krisu. The saucer pass is a bit too soft. Ooh, that's pass from Jespero. Oh, we have a boarding call, but we also have a breakaway. It's Proarska. Proarska on the breakaway, and he scores to make it 3-1. He can score on Kosti, and it's Proarska's second goal of the game.
Breakaways have truly been lethal so far this evening, as I think we've only seen one breakaway stop between both of the matchups that we've seen so far.
Yeah, we saw a flying poke check earlier from Finsterö when Timokio was on the breakaway, but that was not like a super clear breakaway like the one here.
Agreed, he did have some pressure on him.
I mean, they have to. I mean, in WannaCry situation, they have to pressure to try to get the puck, and we have 3-1. Reality Check will win the first game here. Let's see if they can score another one here. Tunke. Warska. Less than 10 seconds left. Great passing. Oof. Kosti saves that one, but it looked like he was going towards the left post. They're kind of close. Now we saw another goal there from Reality Check.
Yeah, it definitely felt like luck maybe played a part there as he gets that one, but left a lot of the net open on the right side.
And the first game ends 3-1 here for Reality Check.
Now, Esdor, do you think that Perhaps this is enough. This closely contested game would be enough for WannaCry to walk into game two with a little bit of momentum, a little bit of swagger.
Yeah, potentially they could be feeling like they're closer than they maybe would have expected. But also, I feel like reality check this could be kind of wake up call that they need to play better. But also, I'm impressed by WannaCry. They did a good game here and they kept it kind of even. I mean, the game only ended 3-1 in favor of reality check.
Yeah, and I mean, without that last breakaway goal, it would have been 2-1. So definitely a close game. And I'm looking forward to the second of this matchup.
Oh, am I, Timo? And also, I want to talk about the fact that I feel like WannaCry, they did good in power play.
They certainly did. You know, for having a 20% percentage on their power play coming into this game, I really did feel like they produced some really good scoring opportunities. So if they get some more chances on the power play, you never know what might happen.
And thank you so much for the raid, Zürich Esports. Danke for the raid. I'm not sure if I assume the majority of the people in Zurich that they're speaking German. And for those of you who didn't know, they speak 3 different languages in Switzerland. They speak Italian in the southern parts. They also speak French and German in Switzerland. And thank you so much again for the raid of 25. How did the games go tonight? And now we are going into game number 2 soon here. And like we said earlier, we can say that for new viewers that we had a late player change for WannaCry. They had to change their left winger. Jimmy Sebastian got stuck in traffic, so instead we have Nikis replace him. And there we saw the goal from Timokio, the deflection goal, and here we have the breakaway goal from Proarska. Good composure here when he's on the breakaway towards or against the Kosti.
Yeah, it almost seemed like Kosti was doing a pretty good job and might actually stay with him on that one, but that one goes through.
I mean, do you feel like WannaCry can do something different here in the second game?
Honestly, I thought they did a pretty darn good job in that first game. It really depends. Like I said, maybe they'll get a little bit of confidence out of that game, keeping it very close, especially with them only facing that third goal late in the game. It's really going to be hard to say, but I did feel like they held their own in game 1.
I mean, I'm impressed by WannaCry so far. I thought that it's going to be a more one-sided game, but one thing that I might think is that reality check they will try to prevent WannaCry from getting those easy zone entries, and also they gave them some easy counterattacks.
Yeah, and I mean, like I was saying too earlier in that game, that I do think that if reality check were to clog up the neutral zone a little bit more, maybe WannaCry isn't going to get those slight breakaway chances or the stretch passes to make it through, because that was a big proponent of WannaCry's game in terms of breaking out of their own zone and getting into the offensive zone.
And also, we have to talk about Kosti's performance in net for WannaCry. He played really well, and also Finstead did some good saves. Especially there was one save in power play there where I think it was Timokio who had the chance in the first period.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You know, Finstead, he made some really big split saves. Maybe one went off the post, but nonetheless, I think he would have been there. So definitely good goaltending on both sides of the ice.
Do you think that we will see a similar game here in game number 2?
I mean, it's hard to say. In our first matchup, we had such a closely contested first game, and then you know how game 2 went. So I don't know. It's kind of hard to call it, but it does, like you said, maybe reality check is getting a bit of a reality check for themselves and realizing we need to try a little bit harder here to get you know, a bit better of a game going for themselves in terms of their offensive production.
For those of you who were here earlier, I mean, we had a very different, or like 2 very different games in the other matchup. We saw Visu Gaming playing against Arctic, and in the first game, Visu Gaming won 2-1 in overtime, and in game number 2, it was all about Arctic with a massive blowout. The game ended 7-1 after a really nice jump D goal on a breakaway by Naiku.
All right, so let's take a look at the latest results. We have Nemesis coming out on top, 1-0, and they lose the second game, 2-0. So 2 shutouts back to back there. Next up, we have Renascore versus No Rex. No Rex coming out on top, 2-1 in that one. Our previous game earlier, game number 2 of our matchup, Arctic versus Visu Gaming, and Arctic coming out on top 7-1, as you saw earlier. Gifu Gaming going up against Hotbox, coming up 2-1 on top. The second matchup of that game, also closely contested, 3-2 overtime loss for Hotbox. Then we have No Rex Gaming in their second matchup against Renascore, and they come out on top of that one, winning both their games. That's a 2-0 win in that one. Then we have the Eagles up against Fiasco. Eagles winning that one 4-3, and they win the next game as well with a shutout, 4-0. And then our last game of the latest results, Renascore versus the Lakers. Renascore coming out on top of that one, 6-1.
And also this first game means that Reality Check, they are regaining their first spot in group number 2 in ECL Pro. For a short while there, Herlev Eagles had the lead in group number 2. And we're going into game number 2. We have WannaCry in white and green, and we have Reality Check in all black, attacking downwards. Brave move there from Criso in his own zone. Timokio is losing the puck. A bit of sloppy pass there from Pro Arska. If Pane is trying to shoot, he can keep the puck in the secondary situation. Nick is holding on to the puck, loses it. Here we have Porsutti, loses the puck, and Criso can start in his own zone, and we can see that he's still really quick. We saw some fast skating from him in game number 1.
Yeah, the kid's got wheels, that's for sure.
Pro Arska with the unnecessary spin there on the blue line, and we have an offside call.
Yeah, blue line probably not the best place to spin.
Also, that's something that we haven't talked about too much today. We haven't seen those like super clear traps where people like place 5 guys on the blue line. We've seen pretty easy zone enters most of the time tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. It's it hasn't been completely open per se, but it has been, you know, like you said, semi-easy for a lot of these teams to break in. So
it's a win there for the WannaCry captain, Hifkfane. Goes down deep behind Kosti in the net, and he's trying to get that one in front. Doesn't go. Timokio, good read by Jespero that gets the puck from him. Tunkelilia back to Jespero. Kim on the point, and we have 1-0. It's a deflection, and the goal is scored by Porsutti.
Beautiful tip by Porsutti in front as he just parks his himself right in front of the goaltender and gets a beautiful tip here.
A shot from Kim Yuan. Another point for Kim Yuan. One of the defensemen with the most points so far. He's second in points after MCH in the points scoring for defensemen.
So Reality Check getting out first in this game, as they did in the last game as well.
Goes down low behind net, and that's a massive hit.
Gosh, we might need a stretcher after that one.
Yes, someone needs to send the ambulance here for Chris, but luckily he's still standing. Nikki. So to the goal scorer with the puck. Difficult pass, but it was kind of close of hitting its target. Counter attack, 2-on-1 maybe. Good turn by Tunkelilia, and then he messes up the pass. And Reality Check, they have to start over in their own zone. Kim with the puck over to Jespero. Back to Kim. Great pass, and what a play! Great save by Kosti. The shot from Tunkelilia.
If there's one thing I've noticed about Kosti so far is his ability to read the plays. He's been really strong in that department.
Shot from a bad angle. Could have actually bounced in, but good there by Finzer holding on to the right post. Riso out to Nikis. Hifkfani can't get that one spin pass. Doesn't go. Instead it's Krisu for WannaCry. Good speed again. Big hit from Jesper Proarska back to Tunkulilja. Kim, I really like the way. Oh, big hit there from Nikis.
The physicality starting to ramp up in this series here.
I was going to say that I like the way that big mistake there almost from Kim there. Close that Nikis was able to get that puck. Counter attack here. We have to check they can regain the puck possession. Less than 10 seconds left. Tunkulilja with the puck. To Pursutti, good poke here from Eagle. And we have 1-0 after one period. The goal was scored by Pursutti on a deflection.
Couple of huge hits that we're going to see here from Krisu as he's been playing a strong game on the physical side of things.
How do you see on the what do you feel about the first period here?
I mean, once again, I feel like we do have a pretty closely contested game. It's going to be interesting to see how the second period of play plays out. I mean, we have 2 shots to 3 shots, so it's fairly close. Only 5 shots so far, but the time on attack definitely in favor of Reality Check, as you see, 1.5 minutes to 50 seconds.
I want to see WannaCry with some more patience in offensive zone, but I mean they have barely been in the offensive zone, and I feel like WannaCry they're starting to show how skilled they are, and I mean they're in the top of the standings for a reason.
Yeah, Reality Check is definitely doing a good job of neutralizing any chances that WannaCry might have gotten so far. The score may be 1-0, but I think, like you said, Reality Check has been on top of things so far in this one.
Great save again by Kosti, another good save. The shot from Proarska, they're moving the puck really well. Good move there by Timokio up to Hifkfani, but he loses it. Proarska with the puck. Big hit here from Krisu that keeps on hitting a lot. Eagle back to Timokio. Shot from the point. It's Hifkfani that is shooting. Nikis. Timokio, Nikis. And where's the puck? It goes to Nikis. He can pass on the far side. Good block there. A lot of players in the passing lane. Big hit here from Tunkulilja. But WannaCry, they can get the puck back. Ballerina turn there from Timokio. Hifkfani.
Bad giveaway there.
Yeah, let's see if he can get the breakaway. What a spin! Oh, that's, I mean, the jump kick was nice, but that turn from Tunkulilja, what a goal! What a spin goal from Tunkulilja.
That's what we call a highlight reel goal. Just a beautiful play as he spins around both defensemen.
And what a L2X turn. What a goal here from the former Northern Ascendancy player. And that's a nice goal.
I mean, that's where the elite play comes in, right? I mean, he's got the experience in the elite division, and he shows that here.
I thought that he wasn't going to shoot because he noticed that he didn't have enough speed to go for the clear breakaway. And that's a really nice goal from Tunkulilja to getting... Oh, good play. Good block also by Jesper. That is blocking the shot from Timokio. And another big hit from Krisu. Hifkfani is losing the puck. Tunkulilja with the puck. And that pass is going all the way down to Kosti. Kosti has done some good saves so far. A good saucer pass, and what a save. Almost another goal here for Tunkulilja, but a great save by Kosti to deny another goal for Tunkulila.
Yeah, you have to imagine that perhaps these scores would be a little bit different without Kosti in net.
Half of the game played, 2-0 so far for Reality Check, and we can say that for those of you who just joined the broadcast, the first game ended 3-1 in favor of Reality Check.
Yeah, the score very similar in this one, but I would say the play is leaning towards Reality Check in terms of who has the advantage in this one.
Nikis is trying to find the captain Hifkfani. He's losing the puck to Kalili, a bad pass, but also a great poke there in the secondary situation from Kim.
Scary play there.
And that's,
it looks like there was a hook on the play.
Yeah, there's a hook and call there. That penalty is not a good one, but also big balls there from Chris holding on to the puck there. And he's...
Most certainly.
Yeah, he's... I mean, if he would have bumped him there, there could have been a potential breakaway, and it's Pursuti going to the box. And we have a power play for WannaCry. We have to keep in mind that WannaCry, they had a good power play in the first game, even though they didn't score.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, the percentage is low for them in terms of their power play this season, but they definitely had some really good looks in that last game. So we'll see if they can translate that to a goal in this one. And
Tunkulila's losing the puck. Eagle, not the greatest pass there, and they have to start over in their own zone. Almost half of the penalty passed.
A mere 5 minutes remaining in this second period.
And we have another one. It's a tripping call. What? We have a penalty shot on that one. That's
penalty shot?
Yeah, like, it was all on the side, close to the ball. Ref, hello? How is that a penalty shot?
We need to get that ref some glasses, because what are we talking about here?
Yeah. And it's penalty shot for Eagle. And he hits Finster's glove. Easy save there for Finster. I don't know if he was expecting the flying poke check. And that's a very weird penalty shot.
I'm almost glad that it worked out that way, to be honest, just because that should not have been awarded as a penalty shot, I don't think. But
yeah, it's like super weird. I mean, there was a lot of players in between him and the net, and he was like close to the boards, almost on the blue line, and that's a penalty shot. Super weird call here from the virtual ref.
You have to wonder if WannaCry would have preferred to have the 5-on-3 for a short period of time over that, that penalty shot.
And we have, and now I don't know if that's. I think he expected to get the puck here. It's Eagle that missed the penalty shot that is going to the box right after that, and we have a power play here for Reality Check.
Yeah, it seems like we're starting a parade to the box. We've had a few penalties in a row here.
Less than 4 minutes remaining here in period number 2. Kowarska can't find his teammates there. Mika, there are other mods in the chat that is supposed to help with that. Despero with the puck almost on the blue line. Good poke.
20 seconds remaining on this power play, so not many more looks for Reality Check here.
We have 2 minutes remaining here. Just 9 seconds of in-game time left here on the power play.
And we're back to even strength.
Okay, so over to Nikis. Nikis is trying to get it up to the point into the middle, and great pass actually. Finster with the save, the shot from Hifkfani.
Yeah, it was a beautiful chance from in close, reminiscent of a play that we saw earlier in the first round matchup, where they get behind that red line, pass it out in front, and look for that one-timer.
And we have 3-0. Great pass. And it's the 3-0.
Yeah, unfortunately, Eagle laying down on that play. I think what he probably should have done is tried to cover the pass and stand as close as he could to that open man.
He's diving maybe too early there, but also he could have maybe try to poke that pass or trying to get closer to Persutti, but we have a 3-0 here. A rough goal to let in here for WannaCry in the end of the second period.
Yeah, those end of the period or beginning of the period goals can really be momentum makers or momentum breakers, and I think we're going to see Reality Check go into that third period with a lot of momentum.
And it's the second goal here in game number 2 for Persutti.
Look at the extension there to get that one in the back of the net.
It's a good pass here to make it 3-0. This game is slightly more one-sided compared to the first game, where I feel like WannaCry put up a good fight in the first one, and they're so far not doing as good as they did in game number 1.
Yeah, it almost feels like perhaps WannaCry has kind of just run out of gas here and lost a lot of that momentum that they had coming out of the second game. As we said, maybe it was a wake-up call for Reality Check, as you had said earlier, and they've really turned it up a notch for this second game.
Remember to sign up or to do the survey to be able to win a PS5. You can only do it like it ends on Wednesday, I believe, and I mean it's hard to get your hands on a PS5, so we'll do that right now. We're going into that third period here. It's WannaCry with the puck, with some puck possession in the offensive zone. Persutti with the puck, he's trying to get it back to Proarska, doesn't go. Persutti gets it back, he's trying to find the high slot, and Krisu can start over in their own zone for WannaCry. Good interception there from Hifkfani. The pass over to Nikis, great stick, but Nikis can keep the puck. He's trying to force it on the far side, doesn't go. Good start here from WannaCry. Potential deflection there, doesn't go. Just wide of the net. Nikis with the deflection.
Yeah, you can certainly sense the urgency there from WannaCry.
Good move by Jesparo, joining the rush. Timokio on the right side for WannaCry. Loses the puck. Tunkelilia with a lot of speed. Can he get the breakaway? It's passing to Proarska. A great back check there from Timokio with a great poke. And we have a tripping call behind the opponent's net. And it's Proarska going to the box. And we have...
Well, this could be the opportunity that WannaCry needs in order to get back into this game.
Yeah, I totally agree. I mean, they had some good power plays earlier in this matchup, but now they need to score to get some good block there from Tunkelilia on the shot from Eagle. Eagle gets the puck back over to Hifkfani. Nikis behind the net, trying to go for the wrap. Eagle into the middle. Timokio backhander, actually pretty dangerous, even though it wasn't the hardest backhander I've seen from Hifkfani. A lot of players around the puck. Tunkelilia gets out with the puck and he can clear it out of his own zone, and the WannaCry, they have to start over in their own zone. And we have a penalty on a WannaCry player, and it's an interference call for Nikis.
And just like that, there goes WannaCry's chance to score on a power play as we go to 4-on-4.
And we talked about this before. I think he is anticipating the guy to get the puck, or he's trying to shoot, but he's not getting the puck, so therefore he's hitting the opponent instead, and Nikis is going to the box.
Yeah, I mean, that's the trouble with a lot of traffic in front like that. Everybody's trying to go for that one-timer, and if you're hitting the button, you're hitting the stick to try and shoot, you might be making contact with someone who doesn't have the puck, and then you end up in the box.
So with the puck, we have to check. They're going to the power play soon. 4-on-4 for another 10-second shots for a rebound. Good save by Kosti. And now Reality Check. They are on the power play.
What a pass!
And a good attempt there with a long flip. I'd love to see that. We still have some WannaCry fans in the chat. Persutti. And another save from Kosti that is playing well here in game number 2 as well.
Yeah, you have to imagine that this series would be a lot different in game 1 and game 2 if it weren't for Kosti's solid play.
Yeah, to check, have to start over in the neutral zone. And we have an offside call, almost back to full strength here for WannaCry. Nikis is getting out of the box soon.
hits 12-5 in favor of WannaCry in this game.
Mainly because of Chriso. He's hitting a lot. Good move there from Chriso. But he's very patient with the puck there. Maybe even too brave. He almost lost it. And another hit here from Chriso. Maybe a breakaway for Timokyo. And what a block there. Really good read by Jespero.
Yeah, great defensive play to keep that from being a scoring opportunity.
Nikis is trying to shoot the far side low on the pad here from Finzer, but he can't, or he's not leaving any rebound there.
Yeah, I have a feeling that Finzer doesn't let many easy goals like that through, you know, with a high save percentage that he has.
Counter attack here. Kim with the puck up to Presutti. Good drop pass to Tunkulilian. Less than 9 minutes left to play. Still 3-0. Maybe Timokyo can get a breakaway. He can't. The puck goes down. No, he can't get it. I thought that Finzer was going to get down. Instead, Presutti. High pressure here from WannaCry. They're desperate to get a goal here. And, wow, what a hit. Maybe that could have been an interference call. It didn't look like he had the puck, actually.
Yeah, that looked a little suspect to me.
It's a massive hit from Eagle, and WannaCry. They keep on playing very physical. A lot of WannaCry players joining the rush. Really close that. If Fanny could get that, Presutti with a good move over to Tunkulilian. And what a save on the rebound! Oh. He can't deny Tunke of scoring, and it's 4-0 for a reality check.
Beautiful rebound goal, going to the right place at the right time.
A bit unlucky there for Costi. That actually does a good save on the first chance, and that was not intentional to shoot for a rebound there, from my perspective at least.
Yeah, and you know, just where that puck landed, obviously it's sitting in the blue paint, and that's not ideal when you're a goaltender. And
also you have to talk about the way that Tunkulil is driving towards the net there to get that rebound.
Yeah, definitely very familiar, as we saw another goal like that earlier.
Eagle with a nice spin, similar move that Tunkulila used earlier. Ooh, that's so close. That's a great behind the net pass, but he doesn't get the right angle to be able to score that one. Potential 2-on-1 here. Presutti with the puck. And the puck goes all the way home to Jesper, fakes the shot. Hifkfani.
Yes. It certainly feels like Reality Check has done a really good job of clogging up those lanes so that they can't get passes through in the offensive zone.
Yes, better with the spin pass in his own zone over to Kim. Good salsa pass, and we have maybe a breakaway. Or like a stop thick from Presutti. Nikis, can he get it free, or he can't? He can't. And high pressure. Hifkfani can't get the puck. Instead, it's Proarska. Eagle for WannaCry is trying to shoot. We have less than a minute left to play here in the third period. Timokyo with the puck. Good block from Jespero. Kim loses the puck, or he gets it back in the secondary situation. No icing call. Presutti is first on that puck. Eagle gets there, almost. No, he doesn't get it. Instead, it's Chriso. Maybe they can score one here. Shot for rebound. Good block by Jespero, and we have less than 50. Shot hit the outside of the post. Close of a goal here for WannaCry. Timokyo. 6 seconds left to play. Chriso trying to find the forced pass. Doesn't go through. And what a good block here to end it. And WannaCry loses another game. It's Reality Check that wins here in game number 2 with 4-0.
Yeah, you got to give credit where credit's due. WannaCry not letting off the gas until the final buzzer, but Reality Check right there too, doing the same thing, dropping those blocks to keep anything from hitting the net there.
And I feel like WannaCry, they put up a decent fight, especially in game number 1, but it felt like Reality Check, they had more control here in game number 2.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, there were some really good takeaways from game 1, but like you said, I do feel like Reality Check got a reality check for themselves, and they came out in game 2 and just showed why they are atop the second grouping.
And also remember to do the survey once more to have a chance to win a PS5. I mean, it's still hard to get a PS5 here in Europe, and it's the same in North America, where time is
It certainly is, and you're running out of chances as there are only 2 more days that you can fill out that survey. So make sure you take that opportunity.
And we can see that this shots is 12-7 here in game number 2. And also, like, if we're going to talk about the player in WannaCry, I have to say that I'm impressed by Kosti. He did a good performance here for WannaCry in this matchup.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, you can't do anything about some of those secondary opportunities that Reality Check was getting. You almost have to rely on your defense in that case. But like you said, he had sound positioning. His hockey IQ was really good. His ability to read the plays was good. So, I mean, if there is a positive for WannaCry, I would say that it was that Kosti had a very strong couple games.
And we have to talk more about the goal that we just saw. What a move from Tunkelilia with the spinorama ballerina backskate move. A great goal from the former Northern Ascendancy player, Tunkelilia.
So what goal do you give the nod of this full broadcast? Do you give the jump goal or do you give the spin goal?
I don't know, actually. Like, both of them are very spectacular.
You're not wrong.
I mean, I like to use the backskate moves myself, but I mean, doing a backskate move like that in sixes, I haven't seen something like that before. But also, like, the jump deke, I've seen that before, but it was a really long time ago since I saw it. I know that Playmaker scored like that in the past, and I mean, to even try to go for something like that the Naiko did. I mean, it shows that you have a lot of confidence to try something like that off, and both of those goals were very spectacular. And here we see one good save from Kosti on the saucer pass there. I think it was Tunkelilia who had that chance.
Yeah, and I mean, on the other side of the ice, definitely a good game for Finisseri coming out with that shutout in that game. So good for him. Here's one of those big saves that he made there to get the shutout in this game.
Then don't forget to watch upcoming broadcasts. We have ECL Elite broadcasts coming up soon. Tomorrow, actually. Not tonight, obviously, but I mean in the future here on NHL Gamer. Tuesdays are the days for ECL Pro, and as you can see now, tomorrow we have games between HV 1771 and Roots Gaming first, and then we have Havu Gaming that has been struggling a bit, and they lost one of the games to Djurgården in the last round. And we have a Granite Gaming that started out the season well, and we're going to thank our sponsors here that makes the ECL possible. We're going to thank ST Hockey, Wilhelm, Koivulan Lakasi, and X-Bil. And we're also going to check the latest results here before we go off.
All right, so for the latest results in the Pro Division, we have Company of Geeks coming out on top of Afro Dunk 2-1 in overtime. Fiasco drops a game 1-3 to Lula Hockey. Sinister falling short 2-3 in overtime against Totoret. We have Lulia Hockey falling short to Fiasco in a 4-2 win for Fiasco. Totoret coming out on top, 3-2 win overtime against Sinister. Stargazing with the big shutout, 5-0 against Pata Halahalaya. Afro Dunk coming out on top, 5-4 against Company of Geeks. And then back to Pata against Stargazing. Stargazing with another shutout, 4-0. Nemesis going up against JYP. We have a 1-0 shutout for Nemesis, and then Nemesis dropping the second game in that matchup to a shutout, 2-0. So those are your latest results across the ECL Pro Division.
And one thing we have to mention there in group number 1, Company of Geeks, they have had a tough season opener. That was only their 3rd win so far this season. It's not looking great for the Swedish team that are 15th in group number 1. And we can also see that Arctic, they're on 9th place, and Visu, they are on 12th place here. That was the matchup that we saw earlier. Those two games ended first. Game Visu Gaming won the first one 2-1 in overtime. It was a goal in overtime from the left defenseman Savinainen that scored. And then in game number 2, complete demolition by Arctic. They won 7-1 against Viso Gaming after 4 goals from Naiku and also 3 goals for Limbe, and nothing else. And here we have group number 2. Reality Check back on top after winning 2 games here against WannaCry. But also I have to say that WannaCry, they put up a good fight in this series.
Yeah, I have to agree. I mean, WannaCry obviously sitting in 12th before they played this series, and they really held their own against a team that was atop the Group 2 standings. So they do have something to be proud about after that matchup.
And it's time to wrap it up here. How do you feel about doing commentary here today, Taimo?
Oh, it's always a treat when I'm alongside someone as yourself who's a professional and, has had a lot of experience here. So I'm just glad to be a part of it. And it was a lot of fun. And I can't wait for the next one.
Thank you for the kind word. I'm not sure about me being professional doing commentary here in English. I mean, it's something different. I felt like I did okay, but of course it's easier to do it in your native language. But it was a pleasure of mine to do this together with you, Taimo.
Hey, you were a teacher as well, so you were juggling multiple tasks. So yeah, exactly. I thought you did a fantastic job, sir.
Thank you. So did you, Taimo. And don't forget to watch NHL Gamer ECL Elite Action tomorrow. And one more time before we go off, thank you so much to our sponsors, Xbil, Kovlan, Lakritsi, Wilhelm, and also ST Hockey. And thank you, NHL Gamer, for letting us do this. Have a great evening and see you next time. Bye-bye.